10 must-have gifts from the Sears 1970s Christmas catalog. In the 1970s, Sears' Christmas catalog was a true book of dreams. Every page was turned with excitement. Toys, gadgets, and craft kits promised a magical Christmas. Back then, kids made wish lists, parents planned their purchases, and homes were filled with anticipation of the holiday season. This catalog was more than just a store guide. It was a symbol of childhood dreams. What were the most coveted gifts of the 70s? Let's take a nostalgic look back at the most popular presents from this iconic catalog. Atari 2600 gaming console. In the 1970s, kids dreamed of one thing, the Atari 2600. If you had opened Sears' Christmas catalog, this technological marvel would have immediately caught your eye. The gaming console promised not just games, but an entirely new universe right in your living room. Just imagine, instead of going to the arcade, you could now play your favorite games on your own TV. By the time Space Invaders was launched in 1978, every kid in America dreamed of battling aliens while sitting on the living room carpet. Parents, meanwhile, were amazed at how a single game could double Atari 1600 sales in just a few years. By 1980, over 1 million consoles had been sold, an impressive figure for the time. And here's something fascinating. Many of the games for the Atari were developed by a single programmer. The doll every girl dreamed of. Barbie doll with fashion accessories. In the 1970s, every girl dreamed of owning a Barbie doll with a wardrobe full of outfits. But Barbie wasn't just a toy. She was a gateway to a world of fashion and imagination. She could be anything, an actress, an athlete, or the hostess of a glamorous mansion. In 1971, Barbie debuted with movable eyelids and bendable legs. This was a game changer. She now looked like a real movie star. Then, in 1977, superstar Barbie stole the show. Her voluminous hair and radiant face made her the most popular doll of the decade. Many girls spent hours designing new looks for Barbie, swapping outfits, and imagining themselves as fashion designers. Fun fact, did you know that some accessory sets were more expensive than the doll herself? I know this was one of the most requested gifts for Christmas. Sears Spider Bike with banana seat. If you owned a Sears Spider Bike in the 1970s, you were automatically the king of the block. This stylish bike with its long banana seat and high-rise handlebars was every kid's dream. Perfect for tricks, races, or long summer rides through the neighborhood, it quickly became a favorite. The Sears Spider was Sears' answer to the popular Schwinn Stingray, but its comfortable seat made it unique. You could even ride with a friend. Kids would often compete to see who could pull off the best wheelie or get to the corner store for lemonade the fastest. And here's the surprising part. The bike wasn't just about style, it was built to last. Some of these bikes can still be found in garages today. Didn't you dream of this set for Christmas? Craftsman tool set for young builders. In the 1970s, kids wanted to be just like their dads. The Craftsman tool set from Sears' catalog was the perfect gift for aspiring builders who dreamed of making something with their own hands. This set wasn't just a toy, it looked and felt like real tools, just sized down for smaller hands. Every boy, and sometimes girls, proudly helped fix bikes or build birdhouses, mimicking the adults around them. Craftsman, a Sears brand since 1927, was already synonymous with reliability, and the lifetime warranty meant these tools were built to endure. Here's an interesting fact. Many kids who started with this tool set grew up to become lifelong craftsmen. Curious about what other popular items the catalog offered? Remember this electronic game? Simon Electronic Game. In the 1970s, every household had a party star, and that star was Simon. This bright, round game with colorful buttons immediately captured everyone's attention. The premise was simple. Memorize and repeat light and sound sequences, but the longer you played, the harder it got. Launched in 1978, Simon became a sensation after its debut at the trendy Studio 54 nightclub in New York City. It quickly gained popularity among kids and adults alike. More than just a gift, it was a memory training game that brought families together. And here's the cool part, Simon remains popular today, proving that classics never go out of style. What other gifts from the 70s captured the hearts of millions? Sears portable cassette player. In the 1970s, every teenager's dream was a Sears portable cassette player. Picture this, walking down the street holding your player and listening to your favorite music through headphones. For the time, this was groundbreaking, the freedom to take your tunes anywhere. Sears cassette players debuted in the early 1970s and quickly became a hit. They didn't just play music, they also let you record it using the built-in microphone. Many teens recorded messages for friends or even made their first podcasts long before the term existed. Did you beg your parents for this Christmas gift? Gilbert chemistry set. In the 1970s, kids dreamed of becoming scientists. And with the Gilbert chemistry set, that dream felt entirely possible. Imagine this, your kitchen table covered in test tubes, beakers, and brightly colored chemicals as you created fizzy volcanoes or changed the color of liquids like a true alchemist. These sets offered over 100 experiments, each promising a thrilling discovery. But the most fascinating aspect? They included real chemicals, some of which are now banned. Some kids became so captivated they turned their rooms into mini laboratories. Lionel electric train set. In the 1970s, few things could match the magic of a Lionel electric train set. Opening the box from Sears catalogs revealed tracks, locomotives, and cars, all ready for their first journey. Kids would spend hours building tracks, adding tunnels and stations, and watching the train glide smoothly around the circuit. Founded in 1900, Lionel didn't just make toys, they crafted miniature masterpieces. During the 70s, the company released limited edition train sets, which have since become prized collector's items. Holly Hobby Doll. In the 1970s, the Holly Hobby Doll captured the hearts of millions. Her simple yet charming dress with ruffles, bonnet, and a sweet smile evoked a sense of cozy rural life and nostalgia for simpler times. Every girl dreamed of owning this doll, which looked like she had stepped right out of the vintage greeting cards of the era. Created by artist Denise Hall in 1967, Holly Hobby quickly became more than just a doll. By the 70s, her popularity soared, inspiring books, cartoons, and other merchandise based on her endearing persona. Spirograph drawing set. In the 1970s, the Spirograph set was an absolute hit. It allowed every child to feel like an artist, creating stunning geometric patterns. All it took was inserting a pencil into a special stencil, giving it a little spin, and watching intricate, almost magical designs appear on paper. Invented by British engineer Dennis Fisher in 1965, the Spirograph became a global sensation, earning the title of Game of the Year in 1967. Kids could spend hours working on their designs, proudly showing off their colorful masterpieces. What Christmas gift do you remember most fondly?